Hello, everyone. Welcome to our weekly live Q&A. Crystal is back in the house with me today.
Hi, everyone.
And for those of you that are new to this channel, we are a mother-daughter duo, Ashala and Crystal Yardley. You can find us here on YouTube, and also you can follow us over on Rumble. Check this out. Here's our Rumble channel. Eye of the World is the name of it. And there's a link below if you want to come on over there and follow us. And of course, please remember to like, share, and subscribe here on the YouTube channel, Ashala Yardley's YouTube channel. So how you doing, Crystal? How's it been? For a Tuesday, for our usual Tuesday. Tuesday is ruled by Mars, which is fiery and kind of determined and sometimes a little bit forceful and aggressive. And often we find Tuesdays there's some form of disruption that happens, but we've been okay today.
We've been pretty good.
Knock on wood.
We've been pretty good. Yeah. I think that we're finding that there's a lot of existing in these full spectrums of emotion and circumstance where we find ourselves feeling really like, okay, yeah, we got this, life is good and we're so blessed. And then being like, what were we thinking? We don't have to settle, and everything in between. And so I am no exception.
Yeah,
I've definitely been on that journey, and I've been away from doing this live for a couple of weeks. And so I'm really grateful to be back with all of you because, Soul Tribe.
Totally.
And our community and all of you remind me why we're doing this, why this is so important. And
just so lovely to see.
It's so lovely to see all
comments.
Of you. Mm-hmm.
So I'm on the end of doing.
I'm doing cards
during the questions. Crystal's doing cards, and it looks like Guinness Girl is here saying hello, hello. Celebrities doing commercials. Most are walks of shame. Are they
Could
also?
You actually bring it up so other people can see what you're reading?
Yep, mm-hmm. I will do that.
Well, I'm training.
Are they also calling out the companies they're doing the commercials for as a team? You know what? Is there a good, bad percentage? Yeah. This kind of seeps into general disclosure, whistleblowers, and really interesting ways that things are coming out of the woodwork right now. So I think that's a fantastic question. And, you've narrowed it down. Thank you, Guinness Girl. Are all celebrity commercials and the companies bad? Let's have a look at that. Crystal, we're going to jump right in.
You're going to pull the cards up.
I will. There we go.
There we go.
Can even make them bigger.
That's me. I've already cleared them.
Okay, wonderful. Mm-hmm. Thank you, dear.
Mm-hmm. Are all celebrities, commercials, and the companies bad?
Yeah, let's see if we can kind of get a sense of the percentage. And, like you're saying, the walk of shame, are there people crossing the floor at this point? Yeah, it's interesting because as we've seen with the Epstein files, as one whole faction goes down, all of a sudden others are pointing fingers at others, like because they know who's going to rat on them kind of thing. So middle one, I think. Thank you. Yeah, I think this is a great question. Thank you, Guinness Girl. I think it's a great question.
Focus.
Sure, let's do a focus. I'll hold on to the amethyst.
Mm-hmm. I will try to set them.
Pull it down a little bit, maybe. Yeah. Mm-hmm. She's got that 5 of Pentacles in the past. Yeah.
Right? Okay. There we go.
There you go.
She's training me too here, folks. we're just
I'm like,
switching roles. Switching roles. Right.
Okay. I want to say that I'm getting a feeling, like 25% good and 75% bad, because we've got 4 swords that are pointing down at this person, like kind of in an attack mode, and 1 sword that is solid gold underneath them in a
Mhm.
neutral position. So,
I feel like that about celebrities in general.
yeah, like
You
I'm
know,
I'm
there
getting a
is
kind of
some of them that are
a s
decent beings.
a 25 to maybe 30% good,
Mhm.
and however, I added to your question, Guinness Girl, by saying, are we seeing a lot of switching sides happening? And I get that there's a feeling with this, even of they've been held in a sort of a gag order. They've been held down. They,
Bought off.
yeah, but even that, I feel like that stopped.
Mhm.
That has stopped. The being bought off has been, even in the last 5 years or so, it's been not happening. And so it's really been more about, I think a lot of people have known that this is coming, this disclosure and all of this, and that they've been waiting for it. They've been hoping for it.
Mhm.
So in that, I'm saying in that 75% of them, how many of them have been hoping for this opportunity to jump ship? And I get about 40% of the 75%. So I guess that's almost like, yeah, 40% would be about like 20, 30, 30% of the total. So that puts us over half that are very soon going to be on the good side. Mhm. Yeah, I think like everybody, there are victims. And, it's one of those situations where once you're in far enough to see the reality, the true lay of the land, you're in so far that it's dangerous
Mhm.
for you to get out.
Exactly.
You know too much, you've seen too much, you've been complicit with too much. So it's a bit of a like, those fish traps where you get in and you can't back out because now they got you, right? But now, so yeah, I do think there's about 40% that were waiting for this to happen so that they can kind of jump ship with it.
Hmm.
Because what are going to be the implications at this point? Right? And that's why we're seeing a lot of people calling other people out. Mhm.
Follow Sean Atwood seems to be there all in. I mean, yeah, different people are going to get different takes on it, I guess. Like,
Well, I mean, they're in the sense that they've all been complicit.
yeah.
They've all been complicit. But to what degree are they actually okay with that? Or what degree have they done a really good job? Like, I think about 25% have actually kept it really at arm's length.
Mhm.
They're all complicit because of the systems, just like we're all complicit in deep state, dark cabal money magic, because we're all using dollars and, using fiat currencies and all this stuff. Like, we're complicit, but we are keeping it at arm's length and preparing to transition away from it. That's
Mhm.
different than being like gung ho,
Mhm.
right? Yeah.
And what do we make of this fool
Mm.
upcoming, the page moving in a new direction?
What are you feeling about that, Crystal?
Yeah, I mean, it seems as though with this like slow and steady disclosure piece coming in now, I feel like there's going to be a lot more freedom for them to speak up and to sort of take their like celebrity status and use it in a different way.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I feel.
Yeah.
I feel like there is new directions that are coming in. I feel like this year is going to be a big year of disclosure, and that with all of that coming out, all of a sudden they have the opportunity to really like let the cat out of the bag.
Mm-hmm.
Some of that that percentage that have been kind of like waiting for the right timing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that there's the cat to be let out of the bag.
Right.
Totally. Now it's interesting too when I see this Fool and Fool heading back into the past and like the good old, you know, sort of birth of Hollywood days, like the old silver
Mm.
screen era and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I feel like we're going to see a lot more information coming out about how this tangled web was woven. And I do believe that in the beginning, um, I don't want to say it was innocent. I know that, there were deep state manipulators in right from the beginning, but I do feel like there were a lot less people that were aware or like it wasn't as deeply woven in the beginning. Um,
Hmm.
and we are
Mhm.
going to start to learn more about the true history
It's like that frog in the boiling water analogy, right? Like
yeah
it's like they don't realize
until they're
until they're really in it.
but like was there a golden era of Hollywood? I'm not saying
Mm.
there was necessarily where it was like 100% clean, but I think it was a lot cleaner back then. Like there were you could see we're going to start to relearn the history and see where the mechanisms started to really tighten the screws and tighten it up.
It
Like
feels a bit to me like the porn industry. Like
mhm,
it's now gotten so insane. It's needed to get twistier and twistier and twistier and bigger for
mhm,
people to get something out of it, right?
mhm,
And I feel like Hollywood has, they have progressively, and the dark force cults have progressively gotten twistier and twistier and twistier in what they're doing and how they're presenting it to the
mhm,
world,
mhm,
and how they're needing more and more to feed off of.
mhm,
Yeah,
mhm. Yeah, they can't take everyone out if everyone speaks up.
exactly.
But again, there's a sense what I'm getting is that we're going to be looking at our allegiance to these iconic, American um, identities. Like it's kind of like the silver screen and the development of the motion picture industry is synonymous with a lot of the development of the United, the collective consciousness of the United States. Like it's woven in very deeply with our role as a global, you know, empire that is a lot about, yeah, capturing stories on the silver screen. So there's something in it where we don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater because there's an artistry here.
Mhm.
And that got obviously anything that is really good is the dark forces are gonna come in and just get their talons into it and try to steal everything out of it.
Mhm.
But I do feel like we're going to maybe even start learning stories about people way back in the earlier times of, the development of these industries where there were people that right away were like, "No way, man, I'm not doing that," and we're
Mm.
gonna be learning more of these heroic stories about earlier icons that, shoved that whole system out, and I think those are important stories to collect in these next few years so that we don't just go, "Oh, it's all gross and it's all horrible," because I
Yeah.
do feel like there's some real heroes in the back story of the development of this as well. Do you get that, Crystal, with
Yeah, I
this?
love it. Totally.
Mhm.
be interesting to see what comes up.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. People are showing up. I love it. Okay. So we do have another
I've got it starred
question.
there.
Thanks, Crystal. Leo's saying, my ears are ringing all the time. Are these downloads?
That is happening to me too,
Is
my
it?
friend. Oh yeah, so much.
I mean, I think about physical causations for ear ringing. That has to do, I think, with blood pressure,
Cortisol.
electrolyte balance,
Mhm.
like hydration, maybe even anemia. We're sure seeing a lot of that, those kind of like electrolyte imbalance, high blood pressure, and anemia seems to be a lot of people are having symptoms of that stuff right now.
Mhm.
So I think the physical challenges can go in tandem with the metaphysical gifts. Like we can be all collectively going through these challenges while we're all collectively receiving the benefit of the gifts that
Yeah.
kind of go along with them, right?
Some of it I feel is probably challenges, like if we tune into what each of those things are, like the metals that we're getting in our atmosphere from the trails, and also then the what's happening with Wi-Fi, 5G, all of the electromagnetic stuff, solar flares, all of that kind of stuff, and then that wonks out these substances that are in our bodies and make our bodies do wild things here.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, I'm going to shuffle too.
Yeah.
About ear ringing. Let's see.
My tinnitus is not medically induced.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, Lupo. Mine is very short as well.
Okay.
But tinnitus is not a short ringing. That's you've piled and
yes,
repiled.
it's all done. Yeah.
Three.
I think you're
Focus.
starting a focus. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's focus.
Let's focus. Very interesting.
2 7s.
I feel, interestingly enough, we have the next question is about Three-Eye Atlas. And I do feel this is coming at us from, I get that we're being sort of bombarded by some kind of frequency coming in, like an intergalactic frequency or something like that.
Yeah. 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 I mean, Titanium Health gets short ringings as well. Just ask what they want me to know in those instances. Yeah, I mean, I definitely do that as well. They go into different tones too, Leo Butcher says.
I mean, I've had ear ringing over many years on and off. Interestingly, because I use my intuition so much, like day and night, I'm always on to some extent. So I don't feel like they have to get my attention, if that makes any sense. Yeah. So are they downloads was the question. I'm feeling like it's almost more attunements that are coming in intervals. It's interesting that people are speaking about some of them being short and fast and some of them being longer and different tones. it feels like it's like tuning forks that are about redirecting energy, because we're about to go through another big, I want to say, kind of potent portal squeeze.
Mhm.
We're about to go through another sort of narrow eye of the needle around, every time we go through a transition and upgrade, there's a type of death. There's a type of, we have to, certain frequencies drop away, and things happen on the planet, like things, we lose our things, systems crash literally, and also, like economies and stability is disrupted as we go through these portals, but we come out the other side with like lighter and less encumbered by those things that we want to let go of anyway. So we're entering into another one of these windows. And I feel like we're getting tuned in or tuned up to be able to go through that. It's almost like I keep hearing sound, and like this rushing sound of, we've got to go through a vibrational portal and be tuned in energetically, so it doesn't wipe us out.
Yeah, I mean, let's pull a few more here on what we're meant to do with it, like how we're meant to
Be with it. Just it's
a
it's a
gift.
gift. Just let it be there.
Let it come and go.
Yeah.
Surrender to the experience of it. And like Titanium Health there said, also, just like if this is a gift, even because we don't really know what it is, let's treat it as a gift and let's honor the experience of it and ask what it needs us to hear. What do I need to hear? What is my body trying to communicate? Like, I got it in a reading the other day when I was asking about someone's deceased mother, and then my left ear started ringing, and I was speaking about something that she was saying, and I was like, okay, great. Like, that was a clarification for me that I was on the right track. And so can we utilize it as a gift, whether, no matter what way or reason that it's coming in, can we make it ours? Can we be empowered by it and use it, as Mom says, as a tuning fork to align ourselves with a new frequency, a path through things, messages to get us where we need to go.
Yeah.
And not like fight it, not treat it like it's something that's like scary or something that's like something that's just here to disturb you or irritate you.
Beautiful, Crystal. Yeah. And this too shall pass. That feeling of attunement. I just keep hearing attunement, tuning in, getting tuned up. Yeah. Wonderful. Where are we with our questions? Let me see. I don't know that there's another question here.
Yeah, the questions are starred, but is that?
I think that's it.
Okay.
Let's go look.
Yeah.
Yeah. Footprints in the snowy back. Oh yes, 3-eye atlas. Right. Sorry, I gotta get tuned in here. Okay, what is 3-eye atlas doing now? I think this is a fantastic follow through on that last question, because I feel it's very connected.
I haven't seen early morn on there yet. Where are you, early morn? Okay, please, some shuffling on 3-eye atlas.
I'm going to shuffle them this way so everybody can see all the cards going by as I do it. It's pretty pretty wild, isn't it, when you get to see all those colorful cards going by? Okay, so 3-eye Atlas. 3-eye Atlas. What do we need to know? Maybe just a 3 card, and I think it's that one.
Okay.
We'll look at it like Charlene does, so where we are now, where we're going. Interesting, because we had that moon gateway, and how we're going to get there. Well, yeah, slow as she goes. So we're going through, again, I got, it's interesting. When I was hearing, the ear ringing and feeling the vibration and the attunement, I was getting that we're passing through a time and space portal as a collective consciousness, an earth consciousness. And we are in kind of a field. What is the word I'm looking for? Like a morphogenic field. And as we, like, sometimes it's almost like you have to be very still and not, like when you're going through a very narrow part of the transition.
Like this center part of
we're going through like a still point. And what is that? The next
Between
2
the
days, the
realms,
next 2 weeks,
Yeah.
the next 2 months, the next 2 years. But this very still point, that was the moon in the last reading, where
We also had the strength in the last reading with that same symbol above her head there. Like it's like we're being tuned up.
So in that is why it feels like there's so much activation, but we need to stay very calm and not rush and overreact, because we need to stay very balanced in the material realm and focus on attracting a material representation of our ideal consciousness. So we're really going to be drawing in a new 3D. It's so interesting. We've been, a lot in our community over the last few years looking at how do we ascend out of 3D. I think what we want to do is actually clean 3D up and tracked really healthy things into 3D. It's not about abandoning it and leaving it in a mess. It's actually about, we're going through this portal, and 3-eye Atlas, of course, is part of that. It's almost like it's setting a tone or a frequency so we can go through this very delicate phase, being very present and still. I just keep hearing stay still. Stay grounded, stay in the present moment. Because if you live in the past, we just talked about this, my godson and I, the other day. If you live in the past, your light is in the past. It creates your shadow in front of you. If you live in the future, your light is in the front of you. It casts a shadow behind you. So living in the now, the light is within you. There it is. The light is within you. So we have to stay very still. It's like when you're going in one of those medical testing things or something, they say, don't move. That's what it feels like to me. So we're going through this.
So shall we answer the question?
What
is 3-eye Atlas doing now?
It is attracting or guiding or like leading us through this time space narrow still point bandwidth. And that probably is, well, it's been doing that for about 2 years, and I get about another 2 years it'll be doing that. And we're actually right at the epicenter of it right now within even the next 2 days. So it's right, like the last 2 days and the next 2 days, we're right in the epicenter of
I'm getting something here actually where it's also doing work to unite the divides. Because we're having a lot of polarity. We're experiencing a lot of division. We're experiencing a lot of black and white thinking. And I feel like 3-eye Atlas is also sort of bringing this energy that will, for one, bring us back into the groundedness of the 3D and into the things that matter the most to us as humanity, and to like bring us into, instead of just forming an opinion about something or fighting against someone, into sort of bringing it into what really resonates with you. What is that internal space and your internal truths? And there's something that feels like it's a uniting force. Yeah. It's bringing some sort of energy that really grounds us, stills us, brings us into our own internal value, and then magnetizes
Yep.
things to us.
I pulled this card for our group that's going to Egypt. That was our card for today, was the Queen of Pentacles, this queen that you see in the center of this spread. And it's so much about what we're drawing towards us. So three-eye atlas, it feels, again, like a part of that tuning fork energy. And we're being guided through this sort of narrow still point, transition point. And when we are in it, we have the opportunity to attract a new version of reality. They're saying, matter doesn't matter. It's what you do with matter that counts. So just matter itself doesn't matter, but what you create with, which means what you're drawing to you and what you do with it, is what counts.
One thing I also see here, and that's so true, I'm seeing that these people both have a lot of like red root chakra stuff going on. And the hangman has his red pants on, but the blue shirt. But I heard something about hang your crown upside down. There's something where it's like we're sort of like flipping the poles of we've been so heady, and we know that we're needing to come into the heart. And there's something where it's like I don't know if we're actually supposed to be physically hanging upside down, although I hear this is really good for you to hang upside down and spin. But there's something about the flipping your crown upside down and coming a little bit out of our heads and back into the 3D, back into grounding into the earth.
Beautiful.
Take the time.
Take this time. And again, it is, even though here we are, fire horse year underway, it's like getting ready for the race, and how you fly out of the gate, or what trajectory you're on. We could just sail to the finish line almost effortlessly if we just take this moment to be really grounded and really attract the material reality that is most ideal. I mean, we've been talking about this a lot the last couple of days, about what it is that we're calling in materially, and things, a lot of the old versions of things just don't feel right. They're just like, experiences and connecting with people, that feels incredible, but old ways of being in 3D just don't feel appropriate, a lot of them. So I feel as though we are continuing to imagine the quality, the essence of what feels good, and keep drawing that in. Yeah, and Three-Eye Atlas is connected to that. It's almost like an arrow or something, is what I'm hearing. It's like a pointer. Yeah. Look at that. Go
Those
slow.
2 sevens again. Yeah.
What is that? Through the valley of the shadow of death, fear no evil. Go slow. Go slow. Steady.
Yep. And exposure again.
Yeah. Okay, we have a couple of other questions coming in now. We've got this one. Found the most interesting footprints in my snowy backyard. do I have being protecting my yard? I mean, of course, we are all going, our minds all immediately go to the Yetis or the Sasquatch. And I'm wondering, do we just want to like include that into the thought of what this might be? And what do you need to know about that, LMB? Where did they happen to be big footprints? Middle one, please, Crystal. Focus. Oh, focus. Wow.
Interesting.
Now, just for interest's sake, when you think of a Yeti or an abominable snowman or a Sasquatch, just raise your hand if you automatically think of a male. I feel like most of us, when I think of a Sasquatch, it's always a male. This feels like a female energy to start with. So fascinating. It feels very female.
I feel like it comes and goes. There's like portals between the trees. Here with this Two of Wands, there's like timeline portals between.
Yeah. So we've got nature beings, we've got star beings, we've got portal beings coming in through portals. And so your question is protecting your yard. I feel like protecting, yes, but what I'm hearing them say is you've done a good job of protecting. So what they're doing is
the right
like
frequency.
Yeah, they are actually blessing it more with fecundity. Like it's going to be very, very, you'll have super harvest this year, which I'm predicting for a lot of gardeners this year, all over North America. A very interesting practice is to look at your antipode as well. It's come up in earlier readings that we've done. We talk about antipodes and ley lines. So the antipode is the other side of the world directly. If you went straight through either the toroidal field or the plasma field to the other side, the corresponding opposite spot, what would that be from where you are? Because it feels like there's, as Crystal said, there's some kind of route between these spots. And it could be good to know what your antipode is, because you could connect with the nature spirits from that zone as well.
Interesting. The 2 3s. What do you make of that?
Well, I mean, it's very celebratory and joyful and not like a big heavy. Again, I get that, it's almost like a seal of approval on what you've created.
Oh yeah, I mean that sun, the star, the sun in the center. I mean, it's just absolutely stunning cards. And you've really created yourself a sanctuary there. To honor being able to really be in your feminine.
Yeah.
I just wanted to speak to those things.
Cool.
To honor really being in your feminine, ground into how that adds to your independence, your sovereignty, and that these nature spirits are working with you to support you in developing those aspects of yourself. So there's probably even messages to be received when you're on the land. And I get even, especially with this 3 of Pentacles here, like you're sharing that, they're sharing it with you and you're sharing that experience with other people. Whether it's your children, grandchildren, mother, like there's a lot about the
Mm.
feminine, bringing the feminine into this space and creating that
Mhm. Mhm.
grounding, creativity.
So interesting, because I was just hearing yesterday about these zones. So we know that there's several different sovereignty movements around the world that are creating zones of basically sovereign habitat zones or sovereign frequency zones. And it feels as though, as you know, we don't need to go too heavy into the reactive conspiracy part of that. We want to stay with the we're awake and aware, and we are pulling off grid, off grid more and more and more, at a nice, comfortable pace that supports us, our projects, the natural world, knowing that interestingly, we get, we think about, well, we're just out in nature, kind of isolated and vulnerable to, yeah, like if we're trying to do things out of the system, there's a feeling of vulnerability, but I'm hearing there's so much protection coming through interdimensionally that it's almost like some of these zones just become their own little microclimate. They become their own little, so you're at the heart of a kind of zone which could grow even in your lifetime. Yeah.
Really lovely. What
Mhm.
beautiful cards.
Totally.
Great question.
Okay. Sunshine Grease is asking about Agatha Christie.
Do you want to pull it up?
Yeah. So, how much did Agatha Christie really know about the powers running our world? Like many authors, she had a lot of interesting details about symbolism and secret societies and more. Mhm. Very interesting. And I know we're going back in a way to talk about some more well-known people. And I did see in the comments,
Yeah,
I'll
I
go
saw
back
that too.
to it from Angela speaking about, let's see, I'm going to go way back up.
That's maybe a bit far.
I'll find it. You go ahead and
Okay.
shuffle.
You're going too far.
Okay. Oh, yes, here it is about Maureen O'Hara speaking out about refusing the casting couch back in the day. And supposedly she was the only woman John Wayne considered a friend. So, yeah, some of these, again, we're back to just touching in on celebrities, which Agatha Christie is a literary celebrity. And how did they stream what they knew into a safe container? Was she involved? Was she kind of part of that web and caught in it? Or was she trying to expose it? Or was she just subconsciously picking up on it? I feel like it's the first one. Mm-hmm.
3?
Yeah, sure. Ooh, that wanted to just fly.
A lot of blue.
You go. You say what you feel, Crystal.
It seemed like she was a great creative force, and that she did have a lot of really potent perspectives to share, particularly around how channeling energy, channeling her creativity, details about symbolism and secret societies and more. Yeah, like there's something about it feels like that King of Wands is very channeling of information, not just academics, uh, academic
Yeah, she was
delivery of
she was
information.
intuitive.
She was intuitive, right? But there's something in there that like it almost feels like something stopped her or prevented her from being able to be fully expressive in that. And so then going from the King of Wands to the Page of Wands, it's like she's had
She toned it down.
yeah,
She had to tone it down.
yeah.
So I do feel like, and let's look, can we pull a couple cards around that King of Wands and see, was he, okay. I think she was hoping that, I think it started off that she just found it fascinating and she was hoping it would be lucrative, but then she realized she was up against a lot of resistance.
A lot of like big illusions out there, a lot of control of what people are seeing, what people are allowed to receive, and in what ways.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get even that, like possibly even being threatened or something like that. Like, I wonder.
I don't feel necessarily like a threat in terms of her life or any
No.
safety, but like where, and this is where a lot of times people who had to play the game, be it in the music industry or the movie industry or the literary world, it would be like suddenly all these doors would be shut and they would be like, no, we want you to write about this. We don't want you to write about that. And it's like, okay, but I'm the writer. But it's like, well, no. And they can give whatever reason they want, right? No, the viewers don't want it. The readers don't want it. It's a type of censorship, basically. There was a type of censorship, subversive censorship, that she realized she was going to have to be more kind of strategic in how she, just let things slip. But I do feel that she encoded some interesting, almost like treasure hunt or something, like,
Yeah, that's what it
especially
feels like
closer to
me.
the end.
There's like she's slipping things in there, encoding things into more underground messaging, smaller tidbits of things that lead you like almost like a treasure hunt or something like that with the messages.
Yeah.
Because there's still a lot of gifts in it. There's still a lot that can be learned, gathered, and gleaned from.
And interesting, I don't know, I'm not familiar if there was ever one of her stories set in Egypt, but that feels like, when we see the pyramids there. And I wonder what she was working on at the end of her life too. That's what I'm wondering about. So be fun and interesting to go in if any of her unfinished work is available at this point to view. That's a great question. Thank you. Thank you, Sunshine Grease, for that question. Okay, we are coming into the home stretch here. It looks like we have time for one more question.
Yeah, let's answer that personal question, and then I just wanted to.
Yeah. Hello, Marcella. Hi, Marcella. I have a family trip to Mexico. That's Dita, close to
Zihuatanejo.
Oh, hey.
I just know the place. So
booked for March 17th. Is it safe to travel there? Thank you so much. Yeah, let's have a look at that. That's an important question.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you, Crystal. Again, first one, please.
What do we want? 3.
I think a focus. Yeah. Oh, that looks good. Oh, gosh. Oh, my goodness.
Looking great.
Yeah. It's
I think it's going to be at
it's
the tail end
it's
of
going to
it.
be at the tail end. Yeah.
People will be a little like just kind of weary from everything that's happened, but you're good to go.
Yeah, that looks fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and well, I do like to see this as well. We're just going to move this whole thing down a bit like that. There you go. We've got 2 9s. So 9 is like something coming full circle, the completion of something. And it does feel like, we want to bring love, not fear, to that region. Look at this. Look at all the love in alchemy. This is an alchemy card. In fact, I want to show you something. There's 2 jugs here pouring water. There's 2 cups here sharing the water, and there's 2 cups here pouring water. So to me, this is a lot about finding, like, intentionally not going there just to take something, but going there to give something to the local people, like to really support them
Beautiful.
in their healing, because I'm sure it's really overwhelming and frightening for them. I right away, as soon as all this came out, I was like, I'm feeling the most for just the normal, everyday, average people that are caught in all of this stuff and are like, okay, but this is our livelihood, and we love hosting people, and we love, and like, kind of like it's not fair to them. So what I think is beautiful is you're like, no, I know that this version of the story says this and the media is saying this and whatever, but I think that people will really appreciate you coming there with an open heart, and they will greet you with that same open heart and gratitude. So
looks like a beautiful journey. Looks like a beautiful journey that you're in for.
it does.
Yeah. And as Mom says, it's like you're bringing in something new to support these beings in sort of moving in a new direction, and that there's something about it that also supports you in finding parts of your purpose. Yeah, parts of your value and what you have to offer as well. And so much being filled up by the sun. And are you going alone? Are you going with a partner?
Yeah.
Looks like it could be a really nice
alchemy.
Yeah.
Sharing.
Yeah.
Emotional, supportive, mutually supportive. I love that.
Definitely.
Okay, butterfly hummingbird. I just want to do a little shout out to you, love. Is in a huge amount of nerve pain right now. Would love some energy, healing energy and love. We're going to send it to you. Streaming that loving healing, forgiveness, compassion in alignment with the greater good of all. Open your heart, ground down, feel that beautiful magnetic pulse of Mother Earth holding us, aligning us to this moment in space and time with her heartbeat, with her magnetic embrace. Feel her hugging you, holding you so you don't float away, and really relax into that giant hug. And then feel connected to the radiance, the frequency that's surrounding us in every direction, loving light consciousness streaming towards us, warming us, inhaling and breathing that through every pore, exhaling out any pain, any stagnation, blockage, breathing that radiance into every cell of your being, lighting yourself up from inside with that healing, open-hearted energy, being fully present, having your sun above your head, your light, your soul star right above you, showering you with healing energy, opening your heart. And we share that with you. We all get a blessing from doing that together.
Really.
And here we go, folks. We are off to another lovely day of doing sessions and healing work and working on our own healing and our own lives. And it's been an absolute delight, as always, to share with you. And you can find us. Of course, we didn't even talk about the website yet, but here you can find the YouTube channel. If you're on Rumble, come on over to YouTube and make sure you subscribe. We're slowly growing, little by
We
little,
are
rebuilding.
growing.
And if you're on
Yeah.
YouTube, come on over to Rumble, Eye of the World, where you can. Oh, I did it the wrong way around. There we go. Here's YouTube, and here is Rumble.
We're not sharing.
Oh, what did I do?
Not sure.
I got rid of it. I did a silly thing. One more time now.
We're not AI. You know it.
We're
You
not
know it
AI.
for sure.
Okay.
Real people here doing real things, people.
Just for your benefit. There we go. There's the website where you
Hide
can.
current comment.
Okay.
There we
great.
go. Mhm.
Here's the website where you can find our courses, our blogs, our meditations, our virtual live events, which we're doing. Seems like we're going to be doing about 2 a month
Mhm.
for members. And the membership special is on until the end of March, 30% off an annual membership, which brings it down to $77 Canadian, which is about 50 something US dollars for all the course content, all the meditations, all the events. So if that feels in alignment for you, and we are actually going to be putting up a new price point for the monthly memberships within the next week or so. So stay tuned and we'll tell you more
We
about
also
that.
now officially have a donate button. So if anyone's feeling generous and like giving a little something extra to us, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah.
It's there.
Thank you. And here is the here's the YouTube channel that I was blabbing on about, and and here's the Rumble channel.
Fun.
So have a beautiful rest of your day,
Do
evening.
you send emails to members for live events? We do.
Yes, we do.
Actually, we do. And that's
Ye-
something to speak to because it seems like some of the members don't maybe get them. They do tend to be going into people's promotional inboxes.
Mhm.
So if you just like, once a week or something, go and check it out and cruise through your promotions. And when you find an email from us, mark it as wanting it to go to your main inbox because we're
Mhm.
not going to send a ton of them, but they are valuable for keeping you posted on things like events or specials that are
Yeah, we
happening.
actually sent 2 emails out about the last one, and we still heard from people that said they didn't get it.
Yeah. So
Unfortunate. Yeah.
we're learning and trying. Yeah.
Mhm.
Taking care of business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks,
So much
everybody.
love to all of you. Thank you
Blessings.
for being here with us every week, and we will see you again on the flip side here.
Mhm. Bye for now,
Bye for
everyone.
now. Have a beautiful week.